check. Good afternoon, Mikey Linian. We would like to inform our students attending our Tapatan 2026 to please occupy the seats. There are still vacant seats at the front. Thank you. We will start moments from now. Please stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, kabayaning may Gilidians, sama nating salubungin ang mainit na balitaktakan ngayong araw sa Tapatan 2026. We request everybody to please stand for our prayer led by Miss Windy Alimuco, the Esg-College Department Secretary, followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem and school hymn by Mr. Junray Ibaya, the Esg-College Department 4th Year Representative, conducting.
Hello. Let us bow down our heads and feel the presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. O gracious Heavenly Father, you are the source of wisdom, truth, and justice. We humbly come before you today with grateful hearts as we gather for Tapatan 2026, a meaningful platform where our candidates are given the opportunity to express their visions and commitments to serve our student community. Lord, we thank you for guiding each of us here today. Thank you for the gift of unity, for the courage of our candidates to step forward, and for the dedication of the organizers who made this event possible. May your presence be felt among us as we listen, reflect, and engage in this important discourse. We humbly ask for your divine guidance throughout this program. Grant wisdom, clarity, and sincerity to our candidates so they may speak with honesty, respect, and confidence. Bless our moderators and facilitators that they may lead with fairness, patience, and integrity. May this event be filled with meaningful dialogue, healthy exchange of ideas, and a genuine spirit of service. Father, we also lift up everyone present today. Open our minds and hearts that we may listen attentively, think critically, and decide wisely. Help us to choose leaders who are guided not by personal ambition, but by compassion, responsibility, and a deep commitment to serve others. We entrust to you our hopes, our decisions, and the future of our student government. May Tapatan 2026 become a space of growth, unity, and inspiration for all. And as we continue our journey as students, may we always seek your guidance in every choice we make. All this we pray in the most powerful name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Please be seated.
Kilos box. But then again, why is it that the Parangal and Kilos box didn't even put into realization?
For my administration po, I wanted it to be realized. We are serving for the people, so we should hear them out. Are you sure enough that the president itself will agree to your platform?
We allow the LGBTQIA+ to cross-dress when it comes to acquaintance party.
Mainit. Mainit ito sa ating plano human exchange o cultural selection sa ating Tapatan 2025. Ngayong 2026, kaninong plataforma ang uubra? Kaninong istorya ang mangunguna? Kilos 4.0 versus Lakas Party. Narito na ang banggaan ng mga prinsipyo at banggaan ng paninindigan. Ladies and gentlemen, kabayaning may gilian. Live mula sa SMCC Main Campus Quadrangle. Ito ang Tapatan 2026. The College Executive Student Government Elections Meeting the Avance. Please welcome your host, Mr. Bill Gerhio. Ladies and gentlemen, kabayaning Michaelians, sama-sama natin salubungin ang maiinit na balitaktakan ngayong araw sa Tapatan 2026. Simulan na ng harapan ng dalawang partido na maglalaban sa pwesto sa Executive Student Government or ESG sa College Department. Ang Kilos 4.0 at Lakas Party. Ito na rin ang pagkakataon na kilatisin ang inyong mga napupusuang mga kandidato. Ating tunghayan ang maiinit na balitaktakan na simulcast live na matutunghayan sa ating official Facebook page, St. Michael College of Caraga Incorporated, at pati na rin sa ating official YouTube channel sa St. Michael College of Caraga Incorporated. So magandang hapon sa ating mga tagapanood sa ating live streaming simulcast. Mga kabayani, ito ang Tapatan 2026. As of this moment, may we call on our ever-active and supportive Head of the Office of the Student Affairs and Services, Ms. Felmarie Manlunas, for the opening remarks. A round of applause, please.
Hello. Good afternoon, my Kilinians. Good afternoon. Okay. Good afternoon also to our esteemed Board of Adjudicators, Sir Reggie, Ma'am Shami, and Sir Noel. To Kilos 4.0 and Lakas Party List, maayong hapon. How are you feeling right now? Cool ba? Okay. To everyone who is here with us, welcome to Tapatan 2026, our meeting, the Avance, Student Government College Department. Today is more than just a gathering. It is a celebration of student leadership, unity, and the power of our collective voice. When we hear the word Tapatan, now obviously, It simply means meeting at the center. And that is exactly what we are doing right now. We come together at the heart of our college community to listen, to engage, and to envision the future we want to build. This is a moment for our candidates to share their platform, their passion, and their plans to serve you, the Mykelinian students of the college department. To Lakas Party, and to Kilos 4.0 Party, may this event guided by respect and openness. So whatever is the result of our election, which will be on Feb 18 to 21, may you always uphold and live by those values. May you all have respect to one another, and may you have openness also to one another. So dili mag-away, okay? To the Mykelinian students, let us listen thoughtfully and participate actively, because the future of our student government begins with each one of you. Thank you, and let's make this Tapatan 2026 meaningful and inspiring for all. God bless on both teams.
Thank you, Ma'am Felmarie, for opening our program with such an inspiring message. Sa puntong ito, bago tayo mapunta sa umaatikabong sagutan, alamin muna natin ang mga naging kaganapan sa nagdaang buong taon. Hatid ng mga kasalukuyang ESG officers sa college department. Let's give a round of applause to the outgoing Esg-College Department President, Ms. Jonice Abiva, for her Esg-College Department President's Report.
Hello, good afternoon, Mykelinians. With my due respect to our school president, Reverend Father Roniel G. Babano, STL, to our Vice President of Administrative Affairs, Reverend Father Eulogio Honio, to our Vice President of Academic Affairs and Research, Dr. Beverly Haminal, heads, teachers, our adjudicators, students, and of course, our aspiring ESG-CD officer. Standing here today, I feel a mix of pride, gratitude, and a little of disbelief. It feels like yesterday was Tapatan 2025. I stood here in front of you full of ideas, nervous energy, and big promises, asking your trust to serve as your executive student government college department president. And here I am now presenting the presidential report of the ESG-CD school year 2025-2026. So let's start. We have here our kick-off meeting. This meeting was more than just the start of a new school year, but it was a foundation of what we aim to achieve. We contributed ideas, ensured that we began the school year organized and motivated for the Mykelinians. Next is Brigada Escuela. So where we help clean and prepare the school for the opening of classes, the ESG-CD showed the true meaning of teamwork and volunteerism. Next is college level orientation. For the 3 meaningful days, ESG-CD proudly served as your attendance support, ensuring that every student was guided and welcomed properly. And aside from that, we also prepared exciting question and answer and gave away school patches as school supplies as prizes. Next, in addition, we launched the ESG-CD Talks, where we interviewed random students and asked about their impressions and expectation for the new school year. And a small appreciation, we gave out departmental button pins to those who participated. Next, and of course, our zero point 0.5 photo booth. Through this activity, we aim to capture not just photos, but the memories of our dearly Michaelinians. Beyond this welcoming activities, we also focus on our program that truly supports students in times of need. Through our Emergency Relief Fund assistance, we extended financial helps to students who were hospitalized. In the moment of hardship, we believed that no students should feel alone. Next, we conducted the ESG-CD giveaway with collaboration from the past administration by Apple Maries. We select students who are deserving of the free PE uniform, books, and departmental uniform. This initiative reflects our belief that education should be accessible to every Michaelinian. Next is the local student government meeting as we continue to strengthen collaboration and allowing us to discuss student concerns. The ESG-CD lanyard, through the effort of the ESG-CD officers, we are blessed with generous donation from a local printing shop owner. Because of the kindness, we were able to have our own ESG-CD lanyard. By the month of July, through the overwhelming support of the Michaelinians from our 0.5 booth, we were able to accumulate a total of 13,000 pesos. And because of this, we proudly funded and produced our ESG-CD Type B uniform. The ESG-CD preparation for acquaintance, as we prepare for one of the most anticipated events, the acquaintance party that is held at Nasipit Central Open Grounds. I would like to recognize the hard work of the executive student government officers and of course the local student government officers. This event was not prepared overnight. Our officers truly gave their time, energy, and effort. As you can see, gipang kapoy na gyud ilang mga naong pero laban ra gihapon. And of course, our cross-departmental acquaintance party with the theme Mamma Mia, where we have bands, contests, and we provided free photo booth and 360 videograms so the students can enjoy. New printer, through the success of the cross-departmental, particularly the glass dance segment, we are able to purchase a new printer for the ESG-CD office. The 77 Foundation Anniversary Kickoff. We also proudly assisted and actively participated in the 77 Foundation Anniversary Kickoff ceremony. Furthermore, we remain committed in supporting sports organization. We extended our support to sports by donating a total amount of 20,000 pesos to help purchase new equipment that it's going to be used for our 77 Foundation anniversary. And we also take pride in representing our institution, SMCC, beyond our campus. 3 officers joined the CIOP Youth Caraga Leadership Summit held at St. Paul University for 3 days. This experience allowed us to enhance our leadership skills and exchange ideas with fellow student leaders. The Basic Life Support Training, the ESG-CD conducted Basic Life Support Training for all local student government officers and campus organization. This training equipped us with essential knowledge in emergency response and also to prepare us for the foundation anniversary. Moreover, we participated in a Project Tisok, tree planting activity initiated by the Nasipit Water District. Through this environmental initiative, we contributed sustainability efforts and demonstrated our commitment not only to student welfare but also to the community and environmental responsibility in Nasipit. For the preparation of our 77 founding anniversary, the ESG-CD prepared attendance slips for student-assisted quadrangle stage and outside decoration. Sorry. and serve as committee members in various contests. Next is the 77th Foundation Anniversary. It was a 4-day celebration. The ESG-CD served as the working committee. We also contributed financially by donating for the rental of the band equipments, paying official photographer and videographer, and renting additional sound system. And of course, during the 3rd day of our founding anniversary, the ESG-CD, in collaboration with the ESG Senior High School, successfully conducted a color fun run foam party with Zumba, where students actively participated to promote physical fitness, camaraderie, and school spirit. And after these activities, we provided free coffee and bread to all students as a simple gesture and appreciation and support, especially during this celebration. And the ESG-CD proudly launched Project Tumong, an initiative aimed to provide every department seminars and workshops to prepare their 4th-year students, graduating students for their respective fields, starting with its implementation in the College of Business and Management. And the ESG-CD officers also attended the special mass for good governance, where we embodied values of integrity, accountability, servant leadership, affirming our commitment to lead with responsibility, transparency, and dedication. We actively also participated in a Trillion Peso March seminar on good governance and, of course, synodal leadership, which deepened our understanding of ethical and governance, transparency, accountability, and preparatory leadership. During the seminar also, we, the ESG-CD, also serve as the facilitators, applying the knowledge and training we gained from attending the SIAP Youth Leadership Summit. We also joined in a SIPET Fiesta Parade. We actively representing our institution, demonstrating unity, school pride, and strong community engagement, further strengthening our partnership and presence with the local government unit of the SIPET. And of course, our Teacher Olympics, we initiated and organized the Teachers' Day celebration, honoring and showing appreciation to our faculty and staff for their dedication and guidance and unwavering commitment to student growth. As part of the celebration, we also prepared games, gave prizes, and distributed small gifts. And we also provided free coffee and ball pen to all college students as a gesture of support and encouragement during their first semester finals examination, helping them to stay energized and prepared while fostering caring, supportive academic environment. The ESG-CD also have a executive and legislative hearing. Now, let's begin for the 2nd semester. The ESG-CD has the school supplies hunt, where we give to almost 20 students in the campus with free school supplies. In addition with that, we held the ESG-CD Trivia Challenge, where students who answered correctly and actively participated were rewarded school supplies. This initiative not only enhanced student interaction and participation, but also fostered camaraderie and school spirit. And of course, we participated the Integrity, Transparency, and Accountability and Good Governance Forum through an online platform where officers enhance in ethical leadership, responsible governance, and accountability. And the ESG also joined the ITAG Solidarity Prayer Gathering in Butuan City, where we also financially supported the school with 40,000 pesos, providing students with snacks, water, and transportation. This initiative demonstrated our commitment to community involvement, solidarity, and active student government beyond the campus. And of course, we organized our second phase of Project Tumong in the College of Criminal Justice Education. And as a Christmas gift for everybody, we provided free printing services, helping them complete their academic requirements without additional cost, and showing our appreciation for their hard work. Because we have seen financial challenges that many students face, and we believe that this meaningful activity not only supports academically, but also foster a culture and care generosity. And of course, we made the Belen display on a campus celebrating the Christmas spirit and fostering faith, tradition, and community among students and staff in SMCC. The ESG also helped in the preparation for the giving, for the Paskong Michaelinian. And by this time, the ESG officers also participated and give gifts to the abandoned children in Balay, Silonganan. Yun ay atang internet, but we also conducted an outreach program where we distributed food to community members to support those in need and foster a sense of compassion, solidarity, and service. This simple act reflects our commitment and uplift community and extend help beyond the campus. And of course, to the Michaelinian community, to be happy the Christmas, we initiated a Noche Buena raffle where we distributed 130 Noche Buena packages across 6 departments. We also launched our CAS Project Tumong, a continuation of initiative provided in the departmental seminars for graduating students. And of course, from the College of Computing Information Sciences, this project provides also a seminar workshop for graduating students. We also organized the first ever Praise Drum in College, a vibrant musical and spiritual activity that united students in worship, reflection, and celebration of faith. And of course, the ESG-CD donated the amount of 100,000 pesos for SIAP uniform, supporting our athletes in preparation for the upcoming SIAP regional contest. Through this initiative, we aim to empower and motivate our athletes, ensuring that we will equip and confident represent the pride and excellence and sportsmanship. And of course, these are our upcoming events. We will be having our Valentine's Day on Monday. Project Tumong will be continued to the 2 departments na lang nga nabilin, the CTE department and CTHM. And of course, we will extend our Project Tumong in the public school so that they can also experience the seminars and workshop na na-experience sa atong graduating students. And of course, we will be having our term culmination and parangal. And this coming February 24, we will be going to Baguio to attend the 70th Interactive Youth Forum. To end this, I just want to remind the aspiring ESG-CD officers that running for a position in a student government is not just about standing on stage, giving speeches, and having your name as an officer of ESG-CD. It is a commitment. If you decided to run, well, you already decided to run, understand that you are committing your time, your effort, and your responsibility to the Michaelinian student. There will be meetings after class, events to organize, concerns to address, and responsibilities to fulfill. It won't always be easy and convenient. There will be pressure and criticism and challenges, but that is part of leadership. You can ask yourself, I am ready to show up consistently. I am ready to prioritize this role, and I am ready to serve, not just to lead. Because when you win, people will expect you to follow through. They will count on you. And my message to the Michaelinian community, let's choose leaders who are serious about the work, not just the position. Leaders who are willing to commit, stay accountable, and truly represent the ESGCD. And of course, we are proud to say that we have conducted and participated with an average of 4 activities every month. It is my great and honor and opportunity to be your ESGCD president. This has been Janice Abiva, the ESGCD president for the school year 2025-2026.
Maraming salamat, Miss Junice. Talaga namang maraming kaganapan, no? Na naging makabuluhan para sa ating mga Michaelinians sa nakalibas na taong panunungkulan. Now at this moment, let us now proceed to the introduction of the Board of Adjudicators. Let's start first with the first adjudicator. He is currently a lecturer at the College of Arts and Sciences of St. Michael College of Caraga. He holds the post of Research Coordinator and Lecturer for General Education courses, which includes Teaching Gender and Society and the Contemporary World and Sociology. Our first adjudicator also has a part-time post at the SMCC Research Department as a Quality Research Editor and as a Research Ethics Representative. Our adjudicators' research interests are on youth studies, the sociology of family, the sociology of education, the sociology of gender, and qualitative social research. Likewise, he is also previously presented his research work at international and national conferences and fora. Our adjudicator is also a regular member of the Philippine Sociological Society. Currently, he is engaged in a research project with co-researchers at the College of Arts and Sciences, funded by SMCC's Personal Research Incentive Program. He was also awarded his Bachelor of Arts in Sociology at the MSU Iligan Institute of Technology. Last July 2023, he distinguished himself by graduating summa cum laude, and was awarded the honor of class salutatorian of the 2023 class of MSU IIT. This outstanding accomplishment marked him as the first sociology undergraduate in the history of the university to attain such high honors. At present, he is a graduate student of the Department of Sociology at MSU IIT, currently writing his thesis for the aforementioned program. Ladies and gentlemen, our first adjudicator, Mr. Reggie Haliasco Bartido. For our next adjudicator, she's the program head of the AB English Language Program at St. Michael College of Caraga, where she leads the development and implementation of the AB English Language Curriculum. She earned her Bachelor of Arts in English from Mindanao State University, Iligan Institute of Technology or MSU IIT, graduating cum laude. She completed her Master of Arts in Teaching English at Father Saturnino Urios University or FSUU and is currently pursuing her PhD in English Language and Literature at La Consolacion University, Philippines in Bulacan. A natural leader since her elementary years, she also served as student body president in high school and represented students at the provincial level in Agusan del Norte. She has participated in various regional, national, and international leadership and mindset trainings, further strengthening her commitment to academic excellence and student development. Ladies and gentlemen, our next adjudicator, Ms. Charmaine Bedayo. Ladies and gentlemen, our next adjudicator for Tapatan 2026 is a proud graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English from St. Michael College of Caraga, a licensed professional teacher, and a certified internal quality auditor. He has been serving the institution for almost 7 years, teaching across the junior high school, senior high school, and college departments. A former student leader during his high school and college years, and now the English coordinator. He continues to upholds, or rather, he upholds excellence, integrity, and student leadership development. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our last adjudicator for today, Mr. Noel R. Aguacido Jr. Mga kabayani, those are our adjudicators for this afternoon. And ang tabayanan niyo po mamaya ang magiging palitaktakan sa mga magiging tanong mula sa ating mga adjudicators na kikilatis sa lahat ng mga kakandidato for the Esg-College Department. Sa puntong ito, ating munang panoorin ang mga nakahandang campaign advertisements mula sa dalawang partido, Lakas Party List at Kilos 4.0 Party List. Let's watch this.
Ang ating hinahangad, huwag mong sasayangin ang pagkakataong dumadapo sa iyong mga palad.
Lahat ng aking pagsisikap ay inaalay ko sa iyo. Anumang pagsubok ang aking harapin, mananatiling nakatayo.
Ikaw ang hiraya, kahit saan ka man patungo, niliwanag ang pag-asa sa bawat sulok ng mundo.
Okay. So yung mga kabayani, ang ating campaign advertisement mula sa Lakas. At this moment, ay ating munang kilalanin kung sino-sino ang kanilang mga kasama o kasamahan sa Lakas Party List.
I am not here to promise perfection. I'm here to promise action. Good afternoon, everyone. I am James Jasper Buenafe from the College of Business Management and running for the position of third-year representative under the Lakas party list. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Esg-College. I'm from CBMA Department Program of Bachelor in Science Entrepreneurship under the banner of Lakas Party List. The team has unity, passion, and compassion. I'm here standing in front of you, not as a candidate, but as a committed leader and a full of heart to serve you. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas.
Good day, my Collegians. Kim Daniela Ann Busio, and I'm running for the position of the Esg Senator from the Department of College of Business Management and Accountancy. Today, I stand before you not just a candidate for senator, but someone who believes deeply that leadership is a service. Basta lakas, serbisyo'y patas.
Good afternoon, Michaelinian. My name is Mary Lord K. Ginitaran from the Department of College and Tourism and Hospitality Management, a first-year student running as a CTHM Senator. One voice for all, servisyong patas, basta lakas, servisyong patas.
Good afternoon, my Collegians. I am James Uamper from Bachelor of Science in Criminology, and I am running for CCGE Senator from the banner of Lakas Party List. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas.
Maayong hapon, my Kilinians. I am Raven A. Risma from the College of Criminal Justice Education. I am running for CCJ Senator under the banner of Lakas Party List. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Michael Inian and SMCC. I am John Lloyd S. Baguio, 21, a BSIT third-year student from CCIS department. I'm running for the position of CCIS Senator because as a candidate, I believe that leadership is not about the position, but it's about the responsibility and service. Once again, John Lloyd S. Baguio for CCIS Senator. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am K.L. Peralta from the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics, third-year student, so I am willing to running the position of CTE Senators, and that's all.
Good afternoon, Michaelinian. I am Jandy Jerome Montero Fidelis, a third-year student from a Bachelor of Physical Education under the Department of College of Teacher Education. And now, I am here standing in front of you, running in the position as your future city senator under the banner of Lakas Party List. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas!
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kirby Narciso from the Bachelor of Science in Criminology, running the position of Peace Officer under the banner of Lakas Party List. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas.
Hello and good afternoon, my Kilinians. I am Torgel Simina from the College of Business and Management, and I'm running for the position of Business Manager. Vote wise, vote straight, vote Lakas Party List. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is June Angel Emerald from the Bachelor of Physical Education, running for position of Public Information Officer. I choose to lead, not to be liked. I choose to serve, not to be seen. Because leadership isn't about being known. It is about making a difference. So let's start making a difference from the Lakas party list. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas!
Good day, my Kalinian. I am Daisy Pirol Bukingo, a currently third-year Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies. I'm running for the position of auditor under the banner of Lakas Party List. Please choose a good leader wisely, for I believe that a good governance begins with a righteous. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, educators. I am Chaira K. Trakaza from the College of Arts and Sciences, running for the position as a treasurer. And I believe that change doesn't start in the highest governance. It starts with us. And I thank you. That's all. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas!
Good afternoon, my Kilinians. Good afternoon, dear adjudicators. I am Josel de Montalban, a third-year student from the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. And I am running for the position of ESG Secretary under the banner of Lakas Party List. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas!
Good afternoon, my Kilinian. Good afternoon, adjudicators. My name is Franz Marky Gilikami from Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with the vision currently running of Vice President under the banner of Lakas Party List with the vision servicing, empowering, and uplifting students in our institution. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Michael Linian. I am Christine Angelica Byron, currently taking Bachelor of Arts in English Language under the Department of College of Arts and Sciences. And I am running for a position of Executive Student Government CD under the banner of Lakas Party List. Choose a leader who is willing to listen, willing to learn, and willing to act. A leader who deserves your vote and a leader who is willing to serve you. Once again, I am Christine Angelica Bayron running for ESG President. Basta lakas, serbisyong patas!
Okay, that was Lakas Party. Ngayon ay punta na tayo sa kabilang partido. Let's watch first the campaign ads for Kilos 4.0. Okay, mag-director.
Ituring ang iyong sariling tagahawi ng ulap sa kalangitang kulimlim. Kampanang yayanig sa bawat nilalang magigising ang lupang kulang sa dilig. Ikaw ang magsasabing kaya mo to. Tulad ng isang tanglaw sa gitna ng bagyo. Isigaw mo sa hangin, tumindig at magsilbing liwanag, liwanag sa dilim. Harapin mo, magiting ang bagong awitin. paghamon mo sa agos ng ating kasaysayan. Uukit ka ng bagong daan. Oh, oh, ikaw ang maawit na kaya mo to. Sa panalangin sa gitna ng gulo, isigaw mo sa hangin, tumindig at magsilbing liwanag, liwanag sa dilim. Harapin mong magiting ang bagong awitin. Ikaw ang liwanag.
Okay, let's proceed with the introduction of the candidates from Kilos 4.0.
Good afternoon, my Kilinians. My name is Queenie Sihanya, third year, currently taking Bachelor of Science and Entrepreneurship, running for the position of fourth year representative under the banner of Kilos 4.0 party list. Basta Kilos!
Good day, my Kilinians, especially to my fellow second-year students. Hi, I am Kirby Supas, a second-year BPED student from the College of Teacher Education, and I'm proudly running for the position of third-year representative under the banner of Kilos 4.0 party list. And always remember to vote wisely, vote Kirby, vote Kilos party list, and basta Kilos! Ayos!
Mabuhay, my Kilinians! I am Adrian Pires Salumag from College of Tourism and Hospitality Management, BSHM1 Section 2, your second-year representative. Led with purpose, service with heart. Basta Kilos! Ayos!
Good afternoon, my Kilinians. I am Shanila Hamison, a first-year Human Services student running for CAS Senator under the Kilos party list, where actions, transparency, and putting student comes first. Basta Kilos? Ayos! Thank you.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, my Kilinians. I am Carl Francis Bailon, a Human Services student under the Department of College of Arts and Sciences, and I am running for the position of CAS Senator under the banner of Kilos 4.0 party list. And I believe that the strength of the team is each individual members, and the strength of each members is the team. At basta Kilos! Thank you.
Good afternoon, my Galenians! Hi, I am Giovanna Frances Jayabiva from the College of Business Management and Accountancy, a first-year student taking a major in Operations Management. I am running for a position of CBM Senator, leadership that listens, leads, and lives. Together we shout, Basta Kilos! Ayos!
Mabuhay! Good afternoon, everyone. I am Batasan B. Medepensa, a third-year student from the College of Tourism and Hospitality Management. I am running for the position of CTHM Senator under the Kilos 4.0 party list. I am not here to stand above you, but to be with you, because I believe every voice matters, your voice is a power, and together we rise stronger. Basta Kilos! Ayos!
Hello. Good afternoon, my Kilinians! I am Charlene D. Nolasco, a second-year student from the Bachelor of Science in Criminology, running for the position of CCGA Senator under the banner of Kilos 4.0 Party List. So in choosing a leader, I have 3 pillars that you should remember. First, a leader with a transparent heart. Second, a leader with a humble spirit. And third, a leader with a community soul. These are the pillars upon which the temple of successful leadership is built. That's all. Basta kilos, ayos!
Leadership is not all about titles. It is about service, vision, and the courage to act. Mayong hapon, my Kalinians! I am Krisa Jean C. Gavales, a second-year Bachelor of Science in Criminology student running for the position of CCJE Senator under the banner of Kilos 4.0 Party. Basta Kilos, ayos!
Empowering students with smart leadership. Good afternoon, educators. Good afternoon, my Kilinians. I am Rasab Subsuban, a third-year student from Bachelor of Science in Computer Science under the Department of CCIS, running for CCIS Senator. Basta kilos, ayo.
I listen, I act, I serve. Good afternoon, my Kilinians. I am Leonie Grant Jr. from the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English from the CTE Department, aspiring to be a senator. Student from the College of Teacher Education, Sorhay, basta kilos, ayos!
Hello. Madayaw o mahapong adlaw kaninyong tanan. So, I am Jonathan C. Robuya, a third-year student taking the Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education. I am running for the position of CTE Senator under the banner of Kilos 4.0 Party List because I believe the active leadership, the genuine services, and the strong student relationship. And let the love be the grandest voice of vote. Thank you. Basta kilos.
Good afternoon, my Kilinians. I am John Kenneth Kalubi, and I am a third-year criminology student. I am running for the position of peace officer under the banner of Kilos Party List. Students need their own voice, so make the right choice. We, the Kilos Party List, will be your voice for a brighter, more empowered tomorrow. Thank you. Basta Kilos, ayos!
Good afternoon, my Canadians! I am Eliza Tirado, a proud second-year Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Information System from the College of Business Management and Accountancy. I am currently running for Business Manager under the Kilos 4.0 Party List, ready to serve with accountable leadership and tangible results. 1 Kilos, 1 voice, 1 victory. Together we shout, Basta Kilos, ayos!
A good leader possessed with an I-tag, integrity, transparency, accountability, and good governance. Good day, my Kilinians. My name is Owen Jesser A. Sinadas, currently taking of Bachelor of Library and Information Science under the College of Computing and Information Sciences. Today, I am standing in front of you as your future public information officer. Basta kilos, ayos!
Mabuhay! And good afternoon, my Kilinians. I am Jasper
Paraiso from the College of Tourism and Hospitality Management, taking the Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. And I am humbly running for the position of auditor under the banner of Killers 4.0 Party List. I am committed with integrity, passion, and transparency. With that, please vote for us. And that will be all. Basta kilos, ayos!
Good afternoon, my Kilinians. I am Symphony D. Amoncio from the College of Criminal Justice Education, second-year student, and I am running for the position of treasurer under the banner of Kilos 4.0 Party List. And I believe that leadership is standing up, stepping forward, and serving others. Once again, I am Symphony from the Kilos Party List. Basta Kilos, ayos!
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Clint Ian U. Hesta from the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics. I'm running a position of secretary under the Kilos Party List. Basta Kilos, ayos!
Good afternoon, my Kilinians! This is Kisha Mehamero Lamahang from the College of Business Management and Accountancy, taking a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Financial Management. And I am running for the position of Vice President of Executive Student Government, College Department. Basta Kilos, ayos!
Maayong hapon, my Kilinians! I am Crizelme A. Humunong, a second-year criminology student, and I am here running for the position of president under the banner of Kilos 4.0 Party List. Once again, basta Kilos, ayos!
Okay, ngayon ay nakilala na natin sila isa-isa sa kung sino-sino sila. Mapunta naman tayo sa diskusyon ng kanilang plataforma. Kayo lamang ay bibigyan ng around 15 to 20 minutes to discuss your platforms, and you'll be given signal kung natapos na ang ating oras sa ating plataforma. Now, we will proceed first with Lakas, with your representatives, kung sino magdi-discuss sa inyong platforms. Please, on position.
Hello.
So good afternoon, everyone. We are here now standing to introduce you our platforms. So the Lakas Party List vision is to build a strong and united student community that nurtures academic excellence, develops responsible and ethical leaders, promotes mental and physical well-being, and inspires active participation in service, environmental stewardship, and nation building. So the vision of Lakas Party List is very student-centered. We aim for the students to have unity, despite having differences, departments that we have in the SMCC. So our goal or our vision is for the students to become united. And one of this is we promote academic excellence. So we believe that academic excellence is very important for each students, and develop responsible and ethical leaders. So our aim here, our vision, kay tanan mga estudyante here in the SMCC will build or improve their leadership skills, since we know that leadership is naana sa atuan and it needs improvements. and also inspire active participation and service. So we want, or our vision is for students to have participation, more engagement here in the SMCC. No? Okay? We all know that being a student is not easy. So at least, well, the Lakas Party List vision is to have them or to have engagement, ma-engage sila para ma-lessen or mas ma-active sila individually. So that would be all. Let's proceed to our mission.
So good afternoon, Michaelians. So this is our mission to achieve our vision. We have 3 sets of missions. Firstly is to empower students through academic enrichment, leadership, development, life-saving skills, training, and mental wellness initiative. This is to empower students with academic enrichment, through academic enrichment, also for life-saving skills, and also the mental wellness initiative for our platform. Also, the second is to promote unity, collaboration, and active participation among students in the institution through activities, celebrations, and events. And lastly, the third mission will be to uphold transparency, accountability, and good ethical leadership while advancing, performing advanced community outreach and service-oriented initiatives. So, without further ado, our platforms, we're gonna present our platforms to uphold this mission and vision with our concrete platforms. Let us introduce to you our first platforms. So first up, we have basic life support training. So us, in the member of the society, we, the members, the population, need to actually know what is being a good as a member of the society is by having to take steps, to take initiative when performing a life-saving response. In this seminar, we will help you have enough skills to gear up to perform basic life response. For example, basic CPR, basic first aid, in order for the institution, not just for the institution, but also for the betterment of the society. So next up is the leadership training. The set of seminars we'll like to conduct is part of this is the leadership training. So most of us know that leadership is very vital as a student in the institution. So we want our students to actually have the ability to lead the students, to lead people, and to also have the ethic or the right decision making in order for the students in the institution to have a better leading experience or capacity. So next up is the research and training seminar. So our institution is very strict, very focused. We have the priority to have a better product when it comes to research production. So our platform, we, the Lakas Party List, have the initiative to help the students by applying or performing seminars to help students catering with the research papers to achieve what is academically aligned with the institution standard. So in this seminar, we would like to discuss the strategies, the extra knowledge when it comes to formulating your research papers. And thirdly is the mental wellness seminar. So we also care with your health, no? We care with your mental wellness. So the Lakas Party List also prioritizes your wellness so that the workflow, the product of our students will not hinder. So we want to prioritize the wellness of the institution, the students, so that all of the students will be catered and will have the best academically aligned products when it comes to the students' performance. So lastly, we have the Speak with Confidence and Professionalism seminar. So this is very vital. Also, it is under the public speaking, which is to engage, to give courage with this, to give courage within the student to actually speak in front of people, to give concise and clear information within your stand. This is very applicable, very important when it comes to leadership. Also, it's not also applied in the institution, but also outside the society, which is when it comes to job interviews or job applications. So that's our 4 platforms, no, mainly our 4 platforms, and in the future we would like also to add, if papalaran, we will add more of seminars to help students success. No? So enough with the enrichment of the students. We also outreach with the community. So the community extension and outreach program will help not only the institution but also to the members of the society. So, for example, here the tree planting promotes environmental wellness, especially today in the current days, we're experiencing calamities, typhoons, and rains. So we would want to help the environment to also mitigate by planting trees. Also, with the coastal cleaning. So this coastal cleaning is very vital because the aquamarine life is degrading here in the Philippines. So we want, in our priority in community extension is to help the environment to actually reduce the pollution when it comes to coastal areas, since we are living near the coastal beaches or coastal seas. And lastly, in terms of community extension and outreach program, is the donation drive. We are not also here to just support the institution, but also we're here to support also the community. So the community is also very important to us because without the community, without the society, we won't exist. So here, we want to also help give back to the community by the donation drives to the, for example, through donations to the calamities, to the people in need. We want to help them in order to get back to the community, and also the donation drive also benefits the institution. For example, for the events, which is, for example, the small minor events, which is the Valentine's Day or the Christmas or Thanksgiving, our platform will also help with the funding. Okay. So, thank you.
So to our clubs, no, we are planning to establish 2 clubs in our platform. First is this SMCC musical band. No, so we want to establish this for students who wants to enhance their talents when it comes to music, especially in singing and playing instruments. So this band can be the training ground for the students to become more competent in the area or in the field of music. So it can be their outlet also for some stress that they have experienced. This can be an outlet, their coping mechanism, no? If they join this band. And I believe that this is one of the important thing to help the students' engagement. Since this club, students will be engaged, since students will be coming from different departments, but the same intention. Next is the debate club. So, for sure, while we are doing our campaign, no, mentioning pa lang sa among debate club, we can see the students nga ang ilang eyes kay will bright ba mura sila maganahan sa word pala nga debate club. So this is for students who is already or hana sa pagiging debate, and not only for students nga hana sa pagiging debate, but for students who wants to improve their public speaking skills, their communication, and how to communicate properly, and how to stand sa ilahang side. So we believe also, since our vision is to improve academic excellence of the student, this club will help the students to be more competent when it comes to academic excellence. So next is interdepartmental general knowledge quiz. So the goal of this activity is for those students, especially us the students mo involved after our studying of board exam and even civil service exam. And the purpose of this is, or our goal is to give students twice per semester a general questions or general quiz per department for them to be exposed na daan here in SMCC para when it comes to board exam, dili na sila maglisod pa. So I know, or we believe, the Lakas Party List who implement this platform, that this activity is very helpful not only for the engagement here while you are here in the SMCC, but for the future purposes or the career that you will be having in the future. So next is transparency, accountability, and good governance. So I believe that students deserves to know, or the students here in the SMCC deserves to know where their money nga maadto. So we, the Lakas Party List, or we, the officers, the leaders, I believe that must be transparent to students. And we will assure you, all of the platforms, kani ang pinaka ma-assure mo, and we will promise that every peso fund that you have given to us will be used for your own benefit. And accountability, we, the officers, will be accountable for any circumstances that will happen, not only as a students, but pero sa mga department, every department that here in the SMCC, and good governance. So we really promote, we promote good governance since good leadership stands with small leader nga mo lead, since our country right now is very not in a good state, So magsugod ta sa ginagmay, magsugod ta dari sa SMCC. And next is Next is academic student achievers awards. This is for the students to encourage them to strive more para mas maganahan sila mo study, since we students have faced mga difficulties ug dili jud dali mahimong estudyante, So at least while here in the SMCC, napad sila award nga mahatag, while studying para lang mabayaran ang kahago sa atong mga estudyante. And next is the ecumenical activity. We have there the praise and worship. So it nurtures spiritual growth. It develops our connection with God, and also it promotes the unity among us students who have different or are coming from different religions. So next is our acquaintance. So our acquaintance now is one of the goal now is to promote or to achieve unity among students in the different. So to continue, no, acquaintance, no, is to build camaraderie relationship, no, from students from different departments. So this acquaintance is very important. Og dili jud ni siya mawalang activity sa atong school, no, since we promote engagement sa students from different departments, as I have said. So next is Foundation Day. So Foundation Day is very important, no, to celebrate, since this is the root of our success, the root of success of our school, the St. Michael College of Caraga. So our foundation is we will going to strengthen the activities nga nahitabo before o mahitabo pa jud in our term kung palaron nga kami ang maduog, no. So dili na ko magdugay pa. That is our platform, and I really hope nga I know, not really hope, and we will assure you that if ever our party list or one of us here nga madaog in this coming election, no, will promise to implement this in this next school year, since we know that this is beneficial to all students. Thank you for listening, and thank you so much.
Okay. Mula sa Lakas Party ay mapunta naman tayo sa diskusyon ng kanilang plataforma mula sa Kilos 4.0. So requesting our representatives from Kilos 4.0 to present their platforms sa Tapatan 2026. Again, you will be given around 15 to 20 minutes to discuss your platforms, and you will be given signal coming from the technical na naubos na ang ating 20 minutes.
Okay, once again, good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be discussing our platforms together with our vision and mission.
So vision, to create a society where students are empowered to reach their full potential, where knowledgeable and innovative leaders serves as a driving force for positive change through participatory development of the student government. Our vision is simple but powerful. As you can see, we want to envision a community, a student community, wherein the students are empowered to develop their skills. No, this means that creating opportunities, space for them to develop their skills, to make them confident of who they are. Then, we also envision a student government led by innovative and knowledgeable leaders, where they act and listen carefully and think critically in order for them to conduct or implement programs that is beneficial to everyone. And then participatory development, we want to envision this because this, the Executive Student Government College Department, you Michaelinians, we the Michaelinians are part of this. So we want that all of your concerns, all of your concerns and anything or that you encounter, it really matters. So we want that in our vision as the Kilos 4.0 party list, no, that we build and aspire a student government that goes with us, with you, and for you.
Okay, let's proceed to our mission. Kilos aims to empower students by advocating policies, programs, and initiatives that promote the development of students' areas of intelligence, encourage critical thinking, and foster leadership. We equip students with the necessary knowledge and skills to become agents of change and give back to their communities. And of course, the vision and mission of Kilos is always been abided by the vision and mission of our school. Now, as you can see here, we, Kilos, aims to empower students by advocating programs, by advocating policies that can promote the development of the students' intelligence, to equip students with knowledgeable and skills, to become agents of change and give back to their communities. Next. Okay, now we'll proceed to our platforms. We have our first platform, we have the Academe. So we have different areas of our platform, and the first one is the Academe. Seminars and workshop. This will pave the way for students to develop and realize the potential as well as their skills. So we, Kilos, we will be implementing seminars and workshop for the students to develop knowledge, to develop skill to that specific topic or to the specific area. Under this is the research seminars and workshop. This research seminars and workshop is particularly for the third year or the incoming third year college students, for them to have the knowledge on how to properly formulate a thesis paper, which is very crucial in our, especially in incoming third year college students, no, who are struggling to this kind of situation. And the next one is the Project Dumong, is also under our seminars and workshop. By this administration, it is already implemented. By in our administration, we will be implementing and we will be strengthening Project Dumong. This is particularly for the fourth year or the graduating college student. This is for to align to their, or to give knowledge or to give the particular topic for a specific department. So in CTHM, we will be giving them seminars that is aligned to their department or to their area. Next is the Academic Peer Support Network. This is a 3 ideas in 1 event. No? We will be encouraging students to give their knowledge or to train students for like mentoring students, no, giving their experiences, giving their knowledge about a specific area. By department ni siya, no. This will also with co-teachers who will guide the students, who will be giving a certain topic. Next one is the supportive government, which is under ani ang sports support. So this is to fully support the athletic association of the school. We, the Kilos, aims to support our athletes when it comes to their equipments in their games. So like SIAP, so we will be, PRISA also, we will be supporting them financially. And next one is the culture and arts, to lift up, bring back to life the artistic side of the students. Now, so every students have different areas, every students have different talents. So at this part, they can showcase their talents when it comes to arts. We will be also giving a chance of students, no, whatever talent they have, no, they can showcase it to the SMCC or to the institution. Next one is a departmental aid, to give financial support to the department's activities. So this one is mga departments is pwede kayo mo tap sa ESG, no, to give financial support. But of course, we will be giving limited financial support or the same percentage across different departments para po tanan is matagaan. Next. Okay, next is the student resource support, to support students' academic success through resource and assistance. So under ANE is ang free printing, no? We will, in this administration is na implement na ni siya, and again, sa among administration, we will be implementing this again. We will be strengthening this area, no? To support students nga, whatever, pero at least, pero as limited gihapon ang mahatag namo sa mga students, no? Like per students, pwede 20 pages para at least maapod ang tanan og hatag. Next is the leadership, which is the strengthen the LSG, to fully realize the implementation of the local student government and for them to be able to commence their service to their respective colleges. So this one is to strengthen the LSG, no? In our department, we have the local student government. And for us, ESG nga, maka-coordinate mi sa different departments, we will be tapping the LSG or the local student government in different departments para po whatever information or activities is pwede nila ma-disseminate sa ilahang respective departments. And also, LSG can also tap us whenever they need some support, whenever they need some manpower. Next one is the trainings and seminars. Under sa leadership, we will be training our leaders, no, our officers to be a better leaders in the future. And also, katong mga students nga na ay potential, this training and seminar will help them to shape, will help them to showcase the talents of them, that they have the heart to provide or they have the heart to serve in this institution. Next one is the campus organization collaboration. The foster sense of unity and enhance initiatives. So in different departments, we have different organizations. No? Like CBM, we have the jobs organization and the JFINIX organization. So with that, no, ESG can collaborate with different campus organizations. No? Whenever we need help, so we can tap the campus organizations, and when they need us po, they can tap us. Next one is the mental health and counseling services. Mental health support. This is to help the students who are suffering from mental health problems. No, we all know that students are struggling from different areas in their mental health, and this one is to help them. Now, this symposium is to help them to how to overcome a specific problem, how to overcome a specific mental health problem, and what are the things that they need to do as a student to avoid, or to dili siya totally fully avoid, but to at least lessen ang ilahang mental health problems. Next one is the peer support network. It's to provide training to all campus officers and create support group network fundraising initiatives program. So this one is to train the LSG and ESGA training about the mental health. No, if ever ang mga students dili sila gusto nga mo ato sa ilang mga instructor, they can always go to the respective LSG or ESG, because our officers is already knowledgeable na about a specific topic about sa mental health. And then the next one is the fundraising initiative programs, which is under any Kilos emergency relief funds, to provide timely support to students facing financial hardship due to unexpected medical expenses, funeral costs, or other urgent needs. So ang ESG is ready kaayo motabang sa mga students nga na ay kinahanglan, no? Especially itong mga example, if na ay masunugan or na ay mga unexpected medical expenses, kaya kaayo mo hatag ang Kilos as Kilos emergency relief funds.
Now, for culture of activities, we have Foundation Day. As a celebration of our origin, values, and achievements, it's an opportunity to reflect on the history and mission of the institution, honoring its founders, milestones, and the contributions made by the stakeholders. So as you all know, the ESG CD officers are the working committees during the Foundation Days. And also, we, the ESG CD officers, are also conducting or implementing also activities that is aligned also for the foundation, like such as the color Miran and another activities. Next is the acquaintance party. It is an engaging gathering that encourages interaction, connection, and camaraderie among students from various colleges. So this is cross-departmental acquaintance party, in which different colleges, various colleges are united in one day, where we celebrate acquaintance party. And with this, the students are having or like giving the chance to have a connection, to have a camaraderie from other students from various colleges. Next is the basic life support. It provides students with practical training and emergency response to equip students with emergency skills, awareness, and confidence for community safety. So this is basically particularly to the campus or like to the officers. We will be having or implementing basic life support trainings for them that the officers are knowledgeable when it comes to basic life aid, and where they can extend or help during emergencies inside or outside the campus. Now next is for the transparency area. Posting in the official ESG CD page. Activities and plans are to be posted in the official page for clarity and transparency. So a good governance requires transparency and accountability. So in the official Facebook page of the ESG CD page, we are going to post the future activities, the activities that we will be implementing ahead of time, so that the students are informed and updated. So this is very important also for the students to follow the ESG CD official page, for them to be aware, because this is the leeway for us, the ESG CD, to communicate with the Michaelinian community. Now next is the budget. making financial data accessible to all students. When we say accessible, this isn't about posting it to the social media because budget or financial data is confidential. So to those Michaelanians who have any concerns about budget, no, they can always visit the ESG CD office, no, if they have concerns about budget, especially if when in terms that they naay amutan aside outside the tuition fee, no, so they can always tap no dito or always visit the ESG CD page so that we can provide financial data about asa naputang ang kwarta. Next is the students' involvement. Kilos Connect to encourage active student participation through accessible and inclusive digital engagement. So according to the Article 5, Section 12 of Section 14 of the ESG-CD Constitution bylaws, every student has the right to freely and responsibly express their concerns, views, and grievances. So in this platform, no, it is a digital platform wherein the students can give timely feedback, no, if they have concerns or if they have problems within their department or any concerns with the ESG-CD officers, they can tap or they can give their concerns through digital, no? So this is accessible and convenient to every Michaelanians. It's because unlike atong past nga platform, which is the Kilos Box, it really requires the student to go here, no, bisag wala to siya na-implement. But in our administration, we want it to be accessible, no, to the Michaelanians. That is why we want to implement the Kilos Connect. It is a digital platform. Then for the spiritual development, which is the praise jump, it is to strengthen students' faith, unity, and spiritual growth through shared worship and expression. So this praise jump, so as Michaelanian identity, it requires spiritual development. So through praise jump, no, we want the Michaelanians, no, to be united in faith, no, wherein we celebrate and we worship one God. So this isn't just about one religion, but it is isn't about different religions, but any students from different religions can join. Now for the last is the community extension service. It's outreach program to extend help to those in need through community service, donation drives, tree planting activities, and inclusive outreach efforts. Though we have the community extension service, no, we want our administration in collaboration also with this with the community extension service, no, na mo give or we extend help to those community or marginalized community who really need help in terms of disasters. No, we want to extend our help to those people so that malasan po ilang burden when it comes to the struggles that they are facing. So I think that would be all for our platforms, and thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you from Lakas and Kilos 4.0 for explaining your platforms sa lahat. Kabayaning Michaelanians, are you ready? Mahina. Kabayaning Michaelanians, are you ready? Mahina pa rin. Bago tayo mapunta sa maiinit na sagutan, warm up muna tayo sa ating mga presidentiables sa ating Tapatan 2026 Fast Talk. We request the presidentiables, please proceed on your position.
Hello.
At this point, your presidentiables will only answer the questions with yes or no. No further answers. Sa puntong ito, inyong matitimbang ang bilis at tama ng kanilang sagot sa ating punto por puntong mga tanong. Presidentiables from Lakas and from Kilos 4.0, dito sutukatin ang inyong talas na pag-iisip at talas ng pandinig. Kabilang na rito ang bilis ng inyong decision making. Mauna tayo na unang sasalang sa ating Tapatan Fast Talk mula sa Lakas Party. President from Lakas, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Hello, hello.
This will be answerable by yes or no. Pabilisan ng sagot. At patalasan din ng pandinig. Let's proceed with our first round of Fast Talk. Timer starts now. Are you comfortable making big decisions?
Yes.
Do you listen to your teammates'
Yes.
opinions? Are you confident speaking in front of people?
Yes.
Can you balance academics and leadership duties?
Yes.
Are you willing to admit when you make a mistake?
Yes.
Do you think communication is your strength?
Yes.
Do you prioritize teamwork over personal recognition?
Yes.
If the majority of students oppose a project you support, will you cancel it?
No, yes.
Should there be stricter accountability measures for inactive student officers?
Yes.
Should social media be used actively for transparency and communication?
Yes.
Are you prepared to lose popularity to stand?
Yes.
Are you willing to apologize publicly if you make a major mistake?
Yes.
Are you willing to step down if proven ineffective in fulfilling your duties?
Yes.
Are you proud to serve your fellow students?
Yes.
You got 10 seconds to spare sa ating Fast Talk timer. Thank you so much, President from Lakas Party. Ngayon ay mapunta tayo susunod na sa salang para sa ating Fast Talk sa Tapatan 2026 from Kilos 4.0. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Again, this is answerable by yes or no, no further answers. With this, timer starts now. Are you ready to learn from your experiences?
Yes.
Have you ever doubted your leadership skills?
No.
Are you comfortable speaking in front of a large crowd?
Yes.
Do you find leadership challenging?
Yes.
Have you ever stepped outside your comfort zone to lead?
Yes.
Do you think patience is important in leadership?
Yes.
Do you support academic leniency during emergencies or crises?
Yes.
Should student leaders consult students before launching major projects?
Yes.
Do you support creating more inclusive programs for minority or marginalized groups?
Yes.
Do you believe student leaders should remain neutral in conflicts between students and admin?
Yes.
Are you willing to cut popular events to fund more urgent student needs?
Yes.
Are you ready to be held personally accountable for your team's failures?
Yes.
Would you resign if you fail to deliver your main campaign promise?
Yes.
Would you choose to lead again if given the chance?
Yes.
You got 5 seconds to spare. Okay, thank you so much ating President Rabols sa ating Tapatan 2026 Fast Talk. That's the entirety of our Fast Talk. Ngayon, bago tayo mapunta sa aksyon, here are the guidelines and mechanics of the Tapatan 2026. Here are the official rules and mechanics. First, the general mechanics. Tapatan 2026 shall serve as a formal platform for candidates to present their platforms and address relevant issues. All questions must relate to leadership, qualifications, platforms, and student concerns. Each question shall be answered with 1 minute only. A visible timer shall be used. No follow-up questions are allowed unless permitted by the moderator. All participants must observe professionalism and avoid personal attacks, offensive language, or defamatory remarks. For the questioning mechanics, first is the adjudicator's round. Each adjudicator shall ask 2 questions to each presidential candidate. 1 question to any officer of each party selected through draw lots. However, if the adjudicators wish to ask the vice president or ask more questions, they may do so. Next, we have officer to officer round. Any officer from each party shall ask one question to any officer of the opposing party. Questions must focus on platforms, responsibilities, and relevant student issues. And then we have the audience round. The audience shall be allowed to ask one question addressed to the presidential candidates and one question addressed to any officer of each party. However, if the audience wish to ask more questions, they may do so. We have also the presidential cross-examination round. Each presidential candidate, yung dalawa, shall ask at least 3 questions to the opposing presidential candidate. Again, the question must address platforms, qualifications, or leadership plans. Again, candidates must observe proper conduct at all times, and disruptions, excessive noise, and disrespectful behavior from the supporters or audience are prohibited. Again, pinagbabawal namin ang anumang mga disrespectful behaviors coming from the supporters or audience members. Again, yun na ang mga nakaambang mga tanong mula sa adjudicators. But if the adjudicators would wish or to add more questions for the officers, you may do so. As well sa ating mga audience members. Okay. Medyo umiinit na ang ating mga candidates. Kahit nandito yung ating mga cooler at electric fan, medyo mainit na. Narito na ang pinakahinihintay ng lahat. Ang balitagtagan ng mga paninindigan at pananaw. Simulan na ang again. May konting technical difficulties tayo. Simulan na natin ang Tapatan proper. Are you ready, candidates? How about sa lakas?
Yes, I am ready, sir.
Kilos 4.0.
Ready.
Let's start first with the adjudicators round.
Hello, good afternoon, my presidential Sikangan. How are you? How have you been feeling that you're here in front of the audience presenting your platforms? You feel good? Or you feel excited about it?
I feel very nervous, ma'am.
You feel tense. Okay, how about the other one?
I feel honored to be here, ma'am, because I've been part of the ESGCD, no, and this is something that I really want to continue the administration of what Ate Janice has been implemented.
Okay, that's wonderful. Actually, I remember myself standing in what you've been standing in right now, having the meeting, the Avance, way back on my younger days, being a student leader. Anyways, I'll ask the first question for the Lakas party list. In terms of your academic excellence and holistic development, your vision there speaks of nurturing academic excellence and promoting mental and physical well-being, like the seminars you've mentioned. what concrete, measurable programs you will implement to ensure these are not just event-based or just a one-day seminar and after that it's gone, but it has to be sustainable and which supports the system for long-term on these areas that I've mentioned a while ago on mental and physical well-being.
So thank you, ma'am. No? So our platform is not only for the activities that last in one day, no. So our platform or these mga seminars that we have is our plan is to stay here in the SMCC even after our term, even after we leave here in the SMCC since we are graduating students. So what we will do in order for these seminars, no, especially the other activities here in our platform, no, is in the seminars, especially the mental health, no, we will invite speakers who is very professional and master in this field, no, and I believe that the students dili na mo hawid when it comes to mental health awareness, no, dili na mo hawid ang mind sa isa ka tao when it comes to this, bisan pa nga unsa ka haslar ang isa ka speaker, no, when it comes to the seminar dili na mo hawid ang mind sa isa ka tao, and it depends on them on how they accept the advices or how the speaker, no, relay his message, his or her kanang advices to the students, no. However, we will do our best and encourage students para to become stronger, no, as a student, not only as a student, but as a human being, as a person, no, who have faced many struggles here in our world. So that would be all, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna ask one more question for you before I jump into the other party. So the next question, this is a typical, it's a typical scenario where you're going to present your proposal, which you believe it's the best representation of what the students want on a certain area. And you typically present it to our administrators. Now, how do you balance being a representative of the student body while also collaborating with school administrators who may not always agree with students' demands?
So as a student, and in that scenario is very common na in our society, no, since most of the people kay dili na to sila ma-please kung kana ang ilahang decision. However, I promote humbleness, no. As a leader, you have to be humble in any circumstances. So if ever they are not agree with me, I can collaborate with them. I can compromise to what they want. I can compromise to what they want and explain to them nga ang ako apong side and ako ang plan is para po sa kaayuhan and can benefit not for the students but to the whole school. So I promote humbleness and collaboration, cooperation within the administrators who are not agree with me. Dili man po na kailangan to avoid. It's not about avoiding conflict, no, nga sila kay it means nga they are the administrator. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Ms. Byron, for your answer.
Thank you,
Now,
ma'am.
I'll move on to the other candidate for the president's position, Ms. Humunong. Am I right? Okay. I was reading your vision, and you aim to create a society where students reach their full potential. How do you operationally define full potential within the context of SMCC? And what, because I'm also an ISO lead auditor, what specific indicators you will use to evaluate whether your administration has achieved your vision?
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. No? So, in reaching the full potential that was stated in our vision, siguro the question.
The question is, how do you operationally define full potential, and what will be the specific measurable indicators that you have achieved such vision?
To fully realize the full potential that was stated in our vision, no? Siguro the measurable, the measure that we will implement was to have this evaluation wherein the students are while we are conducting seminars or workshops that fully develop their potential, we want to have this evaluation to check if their skills were really.
Thank you. But let's just have a sort of continuation to that. Since I asked you about the vision, and I know you have represented different platforms there, right? Different projects and programs. Now, upon reviewing your platforms, it appears that several of your proposed initiatives resemble or similar to that of the current administration. Can you clearly identify which of these projects are we call new or innovative rather than a continuation of the existing programs? And with that, beyond sustaining what has already been started, what distinct or unique legacy that you intend to establish among students?
The particular platforms that we, the Kilos 4.0 have want to conduct was the Kilos Connect, wherein the past administration, there was the Kilos Box, wherein it was really not implemented. So we want, in our administration, where we want or we use as technology as an advantage to communicate or to raise the concerns that the students are facing. So from that, with that concerns that we are going to collect, or the feedback that we have received, we want that those concerns are addressed, no, specifically to the students, to the Michaelinian students. And I think with that platform is we can build or we can implement an activity or an project wherein the students are beneficial to that project.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sumono. With that, I rest my case to our candidates for the president's position. I guess we're gonna do next. We have Sir Noel Aguacido.
Okay, once again, good afternoon, candidates.
Good afternoon, sir.
I see that you are quite tense. Just relax so you can be able to answer our questions. First, I'd like to commend your courage to be here today. We know, and I know that it is not easy to stand on stage and face this amazing crowd. But despite of that, this is my question. A while ago, you presented several platforms in your party list. However, leadership is not only about proposing programs. It is also about making difficult choices. If you are elected and face limited funding and budget constraints, what are the first 3 platforms you will prioritize, and why those 3 over the others? By the way, I'd like to direct this question to Lakas party list. Would you like me to repeat the question?
No, sir. Okay. So the three platforms or activities that we will going to prioritize in terms of magkuha ng budget or lack of budget, no, is specifically the debate club and the SMCC musical club, since that platform is the platform that makes us difference, no, among sa mga platforms na among na show earlier. So we know that the SMCC musical club is very
very important to students for their engagement, no, and to enhance their skills and talents. And also for the debate club is very important, no, for them. Kaya it enhances their public speaking and communication that is very crucial and important in practicalan lang jud. And the last is our seminars. So our seminars kay katong four nga seminars kay amo na to siyang gi-indicate as part of the seminars or one platform. So I will prioritize that seminar since that is very important.
All right, thank you. I'd like to have a follow-up question. Since you've mentioned you have the debate, you have the SMCC Musical Club, and then the seminars. If students voted for you because of a platform that is not in your top 3, how will you manage their expectations? Again, if the students voted you because you have this kind of platform, but then at the end of the day, wala siya sa imuhang top 3, how are you going to manage their expectations?
So I am going to manage their expectations, no? Kay di ba kay wala sila wala na ko na-meet ang expectations nga akong ikuan tong mga platform nga wala na ko gi-prioritize, no. I will ensure or assume them that as possible as we can, no, kung makaya jud sa among budget, among puto siyang i-implement. Not because na we prioritize the 3 platforms kay mao jud puto siya ang among rang himuon. Kaya since ang budget kay dili man siya nga mahurot tanan sa tulo ra ka platforms nga among i-implement. So those platforms nga na sa amo nga wala na ko na prioritize, we will assure them nga mahitabo jud puto siya og they will be in experience that activity, sir.
Okay, one more, last na lang, because this is actually a continuation since part of your top 3 is the SMCC Musical Club.
Yes, sir.
And I believe this club or this organization, since this will be the first time if possible nga ma-implement siya in your term, I believe this really needs huge fund to buy instruments.
Yes,
And I also believe that instruments is vital to make sure that the club is functioning. But we know also that you have your fund from the ESG fee. But I do also believe that these funds are actually allocated to other major activities, namely foundation, acquaintance party, etc. So where are you going to get the budget or fund to help the club secure its instruments? Provide us the specific steps on the concrete ways in acquiring the fund.
Okay, thank you, sir. So that is the very first concern that we have, no, before we implement or we plan to implement this club. However, our current president, Miss Abiva, assured us that ang iyahang project karon as a president to is to kanang iyang project karon is a full equipment musical equipment band, no. So dito murag na huwas-huwasan ng among tunok, no. When it comes sa budget, since dili bukat jud ang budget when it comes sa mga equipments, sa mga banda, sa mga musical bands pa lang jud. And also with that, dili pud maglisod when it comes to equipment kay those sa mga talented jud nga mga students kay dili man jud malikayan nga na sila kaugalingon nga instruments nila. So they can provide themselves their instruments ug makadagdag pud jud siya dito sa among gikaproblemahan, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Lakas
sir.
Party. Now let's proceed to Kilos 4.0. The same question, my first question sa Lakas. You presented quite a number of platforms a while ago during your presentation. However, as I have said a while ago, leadership is not only about proposing programs, it is also about making difficult choices. If you are elected and face limited funding and budget constraints, what are the first 3 platforms you will prioritize and why those 3 over the others?
Okay, so thank you so much, sir. So the first 3 platforms that we will implement, no, is the Praise Jam, the Community Outreach Program, and the seminars or workshops, specifically the thesis. So these platforms are very important, especially to the students. It's because in Praise Jam, part of our Markelian identity is a spiritual development. So we want our administration that the students that that the aspect of the students or spiritually aspect is developed. Next is the thesis seminars. No, this is very important, especially to the third year students. No, we will implement this during the first semester, like before prelim exams, so that they will be knowledgeable enough to know how to proper ways how to formulate a thesis. And next is the community extension program. No, we want this platform to be implemented. It's because I believe that part of our
All right. So what will happen to your other proposed programs? What will happen to your other proposed programs?
if wala na po.
Yeah, since you have mentioned that you're going to prioritize the 3, so what will happen to the other programs?
To those programs, no sir, we will be it will be funded if we have this funding initiatives program wherein we the college or we the ESG-CD college department will raise funds by conducting activities where we raise a fund where from that fund we can support the other platforms.
All right, thank you. This will be my final question for the both of you. Currently, ESG officers are not allowed to participate in any events during the foundation celebration, even when the competitions do not conflict with their assigned duties or schedules. However, ESG officers are still students. Many are academically competent and deserve to experience and represent their departments in academic contests and short-duration competitions. If you were to formally persuade the Office of Student Affairs and Services and the administration of St. Michael College of Caraga to consider this policy, how would you construct your argument to convince them to allow ESG officers to participate in selected non-conflicting events without compromising their responsibilities?
Thank you so much, sir. So, it is an internal agreement between the OSAS and the ESG-CD officers to not participate in any events during the foundation day. It's because it conflicts with the responsibilities, no, as officers, because the ESG-CD are the working committee, so busy jud kaayo siya. But I want this is something that I really want also to persuade because the students or the ESG officers are really talented and skilled enough to participate from that event. I want to articulate or I want to form my argument by stating that these officers are responsible and at the same time they are qualified, at the same, like they are skilled enough to participate. So why not no showcase their talents by participating from that events? But they're in agreement na dapat dili po nila pod biyaan ang ilahang responsibilities by assuring that naay ka ng proper sa attendance.
Thank you. How about from the Lakas party?
Okay. Sir, pwede ra ba sir kung moingon ko nga dili ko makipag-compromise or dili ko mokuan nga mabago na nga policy sir. Kay as we run as a leader, no, so we are committed to our responsibility. So as we are committed, we have to sacrifice, no. Dapat na mamili kung asa na committed in our responsibility as a student ug our responsibility as a leader. So para sa ako kay dili na siya need i-compromise since we choose to become a leader and we are committed and we have to do our duties to serve the people. So that is sir.
Thank you, candidates. I rest my case as well. So let's have our last adjudicator.
Okay, once again, good afternoon, everyone. I would like to commend our student leaders from Lakas and Kilos 4.0. And by the way, this is a form of disclosure. Both of these women in front of you were my students, so I can vouch for them that they are good students. They are capable leaders. That's why my questions now is easy, because you have already been tested in my classroom. You were already submitted, you have already been subjected to all forms of oral recitation, and you have survived. So, also, my co-adjudicators have also tested you to the limits, to the bones. That's why I'll make you rest and give it to the people. But nevertheless, I will do my job. No? Sige. So I will ask you a question that is similar, no? Para sa dalawa. My first question for the both of you. I want to know, or we want to know, the basis of your platform, no? Because these platforms are more often than not promises, no? Mga promise ninyo para sa taong bayan. Now, we want to know, saan nanggaling what inspired you? What pushed you to create these promises in the first place? So, I guess let's have Lakas first.
Okay, thank you, sir. So our platform, no, the basis of our platforms is coming from my co-leaders here, my co-officers, no. So since we are the students, no, we have experience kung paano ang mga officers mulakad here in the SMCC. So we have experience kung unsa sila mulakad, no. So kabalo may kung unsa pud among kinahanglanon as a student. So as we know what we need as a student here in this institution, kabalo pud may kung unsa ang among pangangailangan as estudyante. So for that, no, for that kay dira nagbase among platform, no, para to cater the needs of a student since we are also a student. That's all, sir.
So thank you so much, sir. So our platform are basis from also from our officers and also from the past administration. We have seen and we have observed that those platforms were really implemented and at the same time have positive impact to the Michaelanian community. That is why we are continuing those platforms because we observe that those have positive impact. And also from other platforms that were created by my co-officers and also me, we want also that to implement because we know that those platforms are attainable and at the same time it is for the benefits of the Michaelanian community.
Thank you. And this is my last question. It's also the same question for the both of you. Seeing you guys there, the group of student leaders, some of your classmates or some of your peers might think that student leadership is only for people that are smart, only to people that are capable of speaking in English or makipagtalastasan in Filipino, no? Or maybe student leadership is only for those with a face card, ika pa nga. Pero we need to relate to our students, to our constituents. Now, as your final message to us, as your adjudicators, how would you make your lives relatable? No? How would you make your position as student leaders relatable to your constituents?
Okay. So, sir, dili jud ang mali kayo nga. That is the expectation of the students. However, I cannot disagree with that since being a leader, being good at public speaking is also part of being a leader. So I believe, sir, that is part of being a leader. So, however, in comes to leadership, it is not important since part jud of being intelligent or smart, kay part jud sa paghimong leader kay you cannot function as a leader if you are not capable enough to do so much responsibility. So for me gyapon kay dili siya basihan gyapon sa leader kay leader should act, no? Leader should be committed. So to be responsible enough is to have an action, to take an action. Og dili man needed og intellectual capacity para mulihok ka as a leader. So that's all, sir. Thank you.
Being smart is not the criteria for being a leader. For me, being a leader, something that is committed, have this commitment, passion to serve the students or the people that she or he wants to serve. Because I believe smart is different. No, we have different skills, we have different abilities. Not all students who are smart are capable of leading. Not all leaders are smart. So how are you going to how are you going to point that this guy or this type of student is a leader just because he is smart? No, it doesn't, dili gyud siya mahimong kanabitong basis because being a leader is something that you should have is commitment. No, bisan pag unsaon nimo, bisan unsaon kanimo ka bright nga pagkatao, if you don't have the passion, if you don't have the commitment to serve the students, wala gyud gihapoy paingnan.
Okay, thank you so much.
Let's get back to our moderator.
Okay, so at this moment, let's proceed with the, coming from the presidentiables, we will proceed to the adjudicators, to the other officers. Are you ready, officers? Tapos nang sumalang sa mainit na mga tanong ang ating mga presidentiables.
One for each part.
This will be your turn.
Sir Reggie will pick first. From the Lakas first? Kilos. Okay, let's have Kilos first. I'll pick one as well.
Handa na ba? Ano mga officers sa mga tanong? Ready na? Let's start first with Sir Reggie.
So let's have first from Kilos, CCJE Senator Charlene Nolasco. All right.
Great. Please proceed to our lecture.
Sige po. So here's my question. Magandang hapon.
Magandang hapon, sir.
Okay. So kalma lang tayo, okay? All right. So a recent issue has sparked controversy, no? Itong issue na to ay patungkol sa mental health. Kahapon lang talaga ang init ng issue, kumulo rin talaga yung dugo ko. I want to shed light on what one of our dear legislator mentioned about the young people of today. That the young people of today are weak, madaling umiyak, no? Sinabi niya that the young today are inherently weak and that depression is a makabagong machination or isang makabagong konsepsyon ng mga tao ngayon. Bilang isang sosyologo, ako po ay hindi sang-ayon sa sinabi niya, no? I know because one of the canonical thinkers of our discipline studied how the act of kanang pagtitiwali or kanang pag-suicide is actually a public issue, hindi siya personal lamang. Empirical research also validates the existence of mental health issues. Now, as a student leader and as a future, soon-to-be registered criminologist, no? And as a young woman, what is your reaction on that statement or on that opinion from one of our dear legislator? No mentioning
Thank you,
names.
sir. So for me, I also disagree with that issue. So para sa akin, as a part of the young student or a young, for today's generation, I agree with that issue. Because for me, I have so many struggles, problems that I've encountered. I also encountered a trauma, trauma with physical and mental. And I disagree with that na kanang ingnon lang nila nga ang mga today nga generation is weak. Because for me, yes, madaling umiyak ang mga babae o mga bata ngayon. And I agree with that. Kasi ako, it doesn't mean na umiyak ako is weak na ako. For me kasi ang pag-iyak is just for me to para ilabas yung hinanakit o sama ng loob dito. Kaya I cry not only I cry to
Thank you.
Okay. I have here the Vice President, Ms. Keisha Lumahang. Good afternoon, Miss Keisha.
Good afternoon, sir.
Just relax. Okay. Assuming that you are elected as Esg-College Vice President, midway through the school year, your president makes a major decision during a crisis that you personally believe is morally flawed and may harm students in the long run. Privately, you advised against it, but the president proceeded. Students are now divided. Some are asking where you stand. Others are urging you to publicly speak up. As vice president, do you publicly support the president to preserve unity? Or do you openly disagree and risk destabilizing the student government? Or do you remain silent and work behind the scenes? If staying silent could cause students' welfare, but speaking up could collapse your leadership team, what will you do and why?
Okay, so as a leader, no, one of the most important aspects of a leader is a leader who communicates, a leader who listens, a leader who works for what is the best for its institution. However, with my president, no, I will be respectfully express my thought about this specific topic, and me and my president will be have a proper communication or proper conversation with regards to this matter. And if you would let me choose about the student body and the president, I would choose to let the students understand the purpose of what my president wants. Because as a president, as a vice president, I am the strong support system of our president. And that's what I want to be as a vice president, to support the president when it comes to its programs.
Thank you, Ms. Keisha.
My fingers picked the CTHM Senator, Dexel Ray Flores. Not around. Oh, okay. Gonna pick someone else. Now I'll be asking the treasurer, Miss Symphony Amonsho. Okay. Miss Amoncho, you're running as a treasurer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What if funds are limited? How will you prioritize projects and allocate resources fairly?
As our President Crizel Humunong mentioned earlier, that we will conduct a contribution to the students, and that will properly inform them to what that contribution allocated for. And for them or for the student to know that kung asa di ay mapadulong ang kwarta and then unsay gamitan sa kwarta. Then para sa ilaha makaingon aron makabalo sila, for them to know nga okay, this particular contribution will kanang mapadung sa maayo or proper allocate sa any projects or any projects that the party list or the administration will conduct, ma'am, sir.
I guess that's all?
That's all, ma'am.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Now we're down to the next party from the Lakas party list.
I'll be the one to start for the Lakas. I have here the CCIS Senator Ayjalon. Am I correct? Ay, wala siya. Wala daw siya. CTHM Senator Mary Lord Ginitaran. Okay. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, sir.
Ms. Mary. Okay. During Foundation Day, it's normal for students to be excited, creating noise during contests, cheering the department, etc. But posting negative or inappropriate content on social media that can harm the reputation of your department or the school is not acceptable. If a student from your department posts something inappropriate online that catches the attention of the Mykelinian community, what would you do as the senator of CTHM, and how would you handle the situation?
Thank you, sir. And can I speak in Bisaya, sir?
Okay.
Kung if ever magaling na ay mahitabo na inana sa so far from as a first year wala pa atong past foundation wala man jud to wala po koy nabalitan nga inana ng mga issue, but if ever nga mahitabo na I am willing to as a senator ako gid na pud na sila responsibility, so if I will report gid na siya sa first is mangwan ko mangayo ko og kanang mangayo ko og kanang help sa amo ang president sa ESG, and me myself is I'm willing to kanang mustand sa ila for ako sila istoryahon. And
Okay, you have a follow-up question, Miss Mary. Miss Mary, one follow-up na lang, isa. So, how would you prevent similar incidents from happening in the future? How would you prevent similar incidents from happening in the future?
good thing is kanang ako lang sila ay as a senator or representative of CTHM, ako sila i-educate or ako sila ako sila sultian na kana nga butang is improper gid siya and makakuan gid na siya sa reputation sa amo ang department, and dili lang sa amo ang department kundi sa school mismo sa SMCC, since CTHM sila mismo is member sila and Mykelinian sila nga nasa SMCC.
I picked the CBM Senator, Kim Daniela Ann Busho. Hello, Miss Kim. Good afternoon. We do know a cliche saying, we could not please everyone. How will you maintain professionalism when dealing with criticisms, complaints, or public disagreement? Again, how will you maintain professionalism when dealing with criticism, complaints, or public disagreements in your organization? Kung sa Bisaya pa, unsaon nimo pagdala or pagdawat sa mga criticism. Oh my God, I find it so difficult. Criticism, mga disagreement, mga wala sila kauyon sa inyong gibuhat sa ESG. Unsaon man nimo pag deal ana? Ani na lang, as a person, kung naay manaway nimo, unsa man imong buhaton? Okay, breathe lang ka, breathe. Okay.
if naay manuway sa kuha, just like in ani karon, so I will use my strength and I will use my I'm confident nga mo stand as on my own feet para dili mo judge others. And that's all, I think. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. At least you've proven that you can still answer despite what you've been feeling inside you. Okay, I guess I'm done. And we have, last but not the least, of course,
Second year representative, Judaline Galia. Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So, ma'am, as as a representative, no, you are the frontliner, no, sa mga classmates mo, sa mga batchmates mo. Paano mo ngayon mako-convince ang mga kaklase mo in joining an event that they do not want to partake? Paano mo mako-convince ang mga kaklase mo or batchmates mo, no, in your program, for example, na sasali sa isang event kung saan ayaw nilang sumali. Eh kasi busy sila, meron silang gagawing iba, o talagang wala silang pakialam sa inyo. How will you deal with that, ma'am, as a representative po?
As a representative, maingon ko sa ilaha, sir, na siguro mag-anda sa ato ang time management because time management is the key to para makuha na to, sir, ang uban nato nga mga activities. And as a college, normal na jud kayo nga daghan kag task. And ang first na jud nato buhaton is mag-time management. I say them na mag-time management lang jud ta. If dili sila mo participate, then moingon ko sila sa ilang mga sequences para ma-aware sila or na sila traces kung mo-appeal sila or dili. Kung mo-appeal sila, so I give them the sequences, sir. For example, they have a penalties. So, makuha jud sila, sir, nga mo-attend jud sila. Kay mahadlok, for example, sir, na ang students is maglisod jud og bayad, sir. Kay tungod pud sa kadagan na bayro nun. So, mapugos pud sila og sir, thank you.
Salamat.
Okay. Para sa ating mga tagapanood sa ating Facebook at YouTube streaming, patuloy pa rin ang
Tapatan 2026.
Buhay pa ba ang lahat? We will now proceed to officer round. Isang tanong sa isang officer sa isang party. Okay? Kaya magtatanong, pipili kayo sa inyong grupo, sino ang magtatanong sa isa ring officer sa kabilang party. Ready na ba ang lahat? Magsimula muna tayo sa Lakas Party. Kayo muna ang mauuna na magtatanong sa kung sino man sa mga officers mula sa Kilos 4.0. Let's proceed. Representative from Lakas Party, any officer? To your stations.
So, good afternoon, Michaelinians. So, this is not a personal question, ha? So, I would like to address this to the PIO. Okay. Here's my questions. Why should the students vote for you over other candidates? What makes you qualified for this position?
Of course, thank you for that question. For me, as I said earlier in sa atong pagpailala, no, a leader will possess with an ITAG in integrity, transparency, accountability, and good governance. And I proved that for almost 2 years in my service as a Esg-College department for 2 consecutive years. And it's up, and nanapod na sa students, if it will continue, if the students will continue my legacy as the next public information officer. Thank you.
Okay. Let's proceed with the next round. Maaari na kayong umupo. Coming from Kilos 4.0. Any officer will have to ask from any of the officers from Lakas.
Mabuhay. Good afternoon, everyone. So, I would like to address this question to the one who wear kanang CCGA uniform, you, Mr. So, my question is, start na ba? So my question is, your Vice President discussed earlier that your vision, and you're always repeating the word unity, right? And while you're discussing about the Academic Student Award, you also say, para mabayran ang ilang hago. In Article 5, Section 12 says that every student has the right to become academically evaluated based on equal and objective criteria. How can a student become unity and have equality when you're implementing on who will become a top 3? Again, how come a student become unity and have equality when you're implementing competition who will be the top 3?
Kung permission. Pwede may mga kuan permission si Raven ang makatubag ana abot ana nga platform.
Okay, in behalf of my partner, so we're not totally focusing on giving awards. Actually, that recognition is para na sa ato to encourage every student to strive sa ila pa yung best. Maybe, kana lang yun sila at that time nga mahatagan na ng award, but someday naapay mas makita nato sa laing student nga mas maningkamot ug mas makadawat pa ng award throughout the school year. Then, we assure you guys, if madaog ang Lakas Party List, that each department shall receive at least 3 sa top nilang mamahimong taas or maka-achieve sa higher level such as the Vice President list or President list. And it encourage other students to strive sa ilang best pagyod nga mahimo nila throughout sa ilang school year. Thank you.
Okay. Tapos na tayo sa ating officer to officer round. Isang tanong sa kabilang grupo kung saan nagpapatuloy pa rin ang
Tapatan 2026.
At narito na tayo sa umaatikabong punto ng ating Tapatan 2026. At ito ang presidential, or rather, bago tayo mapunta sa presidential round, sorry to say, now will be the time for the audience to ask questions. Isang tanong mula sa ating mga audience, live at ito sa ating main campus quadrangle, isang magtatanong para sa ating mga presidentiables at isang tanong for one of the officers in each party. Okay? So yan ay meron na tayong mikropono na nakadeploy.
Hello.
Yon. Sige.
So,
let's highlight ang ating live stream sa ating audience din.
So, akong question is for President sa Lakas.
Hi.
Hello.
So you plan for to establish or create a clubs which are the musical band and the debate club. So, ibisayin ako. So, mangutana kung anong walay sports because most of us here is MCC, athletes jud. So, wala mi nakadungog og sports for the funding sa sports ninyo, just like the Kilos sa Ona. Sa Kilos sa Ona, naghatag sila og sa budget for SAYAP. So, maka-assure ba mi sa inyo kung ikaw madaog, probably kung ikaw mo madaog, ana. So, maka-assure ba mi nga magpadayon ang legacy sa Kilos nga sa sports nga na sila yung sports involvements whereas wala na mo nakita sa inyong platform ang sports. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, no. So, our platform kay wala na mo gibutang ang sports no or support for the sports since naa na madyo nadaan sa ato ang institution. And also, wala na mo siya nabutang sa among platform. Ay, wait lang. When it comes to support them, no, dili man jud na mawala nga we as a ESG student kay mo support sa mga students who involved in sa mga sports here in the SMCC. So yes, we can assure you no nga among ma-support kung sa inyong kailangan, especially when it comes to sports since our priority here is you the students, ang inyong engagement here the school. So given na siya nga to your usa inyong mga needs since we promise na we will cater all your needs, given na siya wala na siya gibutang kay given na siya nga among ihatag ang inyong need. Although nagbutang mo jud mi ato pero nalimtan na magbutang sa PPT kay tungod sa kadali-dali. So that would be all. Thank you.
Okay, isang tanong. But if the audience wish to ask another questions, yes. Okay. Meron isang tanong sa audience.
Hello, good afternoon. So, akong pangutanan day is Senator sa Kilos 4.0 si Ms. Batas. So, my question is, you aim to strengthen the local student government. What concrete steps will you take to make the LSG more active, effective, and visible to student body?
So, thank you for that wonderful question. So, as a running CTHM, I am here running for the position of CTHM to be the voice of to be the voice of the Department of Tourism and Hospitality Management. And back to the question that how can unsaon nako paghimo nga mahimong strata ng LSG unsaon magamit nila sa ako. So I will be the one who will use my experience, my leadership training, and who will use my life or my dedication, and I will be the voice of CTHM department, not just for CTHM but for all SMCC students. Because of based of my experience as a daughter of that one Higaonon tribe, I experienced bullying, but that gives me strength, and I will also tell my co-ESG that gives that the experience will give strength of that certain problem. That could be all. Thank you.
Okay. May tanong ba? Okay, meron tayong tanong coming from the audience. Let's proceed.
Hello. My question is for the Vice President sa Lakas Party List.
Okay, candidate, please proceed.
Good afternoon.
So my question is, you aim to promote transparency, accountability, and good governance. How will you make financial reports and project updates accessible and understandable to all students?
Okay, so it was a good question. No? So first off, the budget performance or the performance of our events will be posted either online or the dedicated bulletin board of the ESG. Also, the upcoming performances of the ESG office to ensure that all of the students can actually see or can actually be presented with the actual evidences or actual performance of the events conducted by the ASG. So, does that answer your question?
Okay. May tanong pa ba coming from the audience? Okay, let's proceed with the next question.
Hello, hello. So this is a question for the Vice President of the Kilos Party List.
Please proceed to your station.
So your platform includes sports, culture, and art support. How will you balance funding and attention between academic, athletic, and cultural organizations?
Okay, with that specific aspect, no, we have this kanang kung ahagid siya, we balance this kind of like culture and arts. We will be sa culture and arts magod, we will be accepting arts from the students to display in the foundation day. And for sports support, no, we will be giving sports supports to those athletes nga mag-participate sa SEAP and PRISAA. And for that, no, we can assure you that those sports support and culture and arts will be implemented and attainable when it comes to our administration. Because nakahatag na we already planned about it, and kabalo mi if aha na siya isulod nga dili sila magkadungan-dungan tanan. Thank you.
Okay. May mga tanong pa ba coming from the audience? Sige, let's proceed.
Hello. So I would like to ask questions from the Kilos Party List, Ms. Amon Shaw. So my question is, transparency is emphasized through posting activities and budget reports. As you know, transparency is very integral for the organization to work as the funds is being allocated to implementing the activities and other more. So as you running for the position of treasurer, how will you ensure students truly understand and trust the information being shared?
Actually, as a treasurer, as again mentioned sa amuhang president kaina is pag-abot sa proper allocation within sa budgeting sa money sa mga activities nga ipa-impose sa college department sa SMCC. You mentioned na sa social media ba? Yeah, social media. Gi-mention kaina nga we will update the student sa proper allocation kung asa mapadulo ang kwarta, but we will not update you pag abot. Dili na mo siya i-update using internet because it is a confidential matter na siya. But as a treasurer, you can ask me or you can ask the president kung naasa na pa dong ang kwarta o unsa na gigamitan kung sakto ba or maka-benefit ba ang mga students within the administration and the student diri sa SMCC. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. May tanong pa ba? Nag-aamba? Okay, let's proceed with the next question. Sige, let's proceed. Kindly turn on the microphone.
Hello.
Okay, sige.
Good afternoon, candidates. So I will not be picking any running officer between each party. However, I will ask a question, and if one of the party wants to answer, they can answer as they choose. Okay, the question goes, both party has interesting platforms and vision, missions, and stuff. However, I've noticed one thing. You guys have research seminars about mental health, about, what do you call that? Achieving a student's full potential. However, one issue in the Philippines is the decrease in terms of literacy. So what is literacy? Basic literacy is being able to read and write. And I'm gonna talk about functional literacy, which is being able to understand what you read. Diba? Okay. So now you guys have, let's say sa PICAS na ay research. So mag-seminar mo research, pero how can you bitaw na ang student kay makasabot sila unsa nang process sa research. Kay most students just use AI to make their research. Hence, they are not able to use critical thinking skills. Sa PICAS naman, having full potential pero not being able to have critical thinking. So how is that? No? So I am asking, nganong ang inyuha pong sa Olniha, I am asking na kanang transparency, di ba that shouldn't be in your platform kasi that is your job already. Kay we the students deserve transparency, good governance, and unsa pa na siya, inyuha na siyang trabaho, dili na siya dapat sa platform ninyo, okay? So nara ang question. Why do you think that literacy advocacy is not trendy among student governments? And what would you do to change that or at least give improvements to the literacy rate of the SMCC students or the Michaelanians? Anybody wants to answer?
Any representative to answer that one coming from both parties? From Kilos 4.0 and Lakas. Let's proceed. To your stations, how about the Kilos? Let's start first to answer Lakas.
Okay, so good afternoon. No? So about the literacy of the students, no? Actually, we barely talked about it because we expect college students to actually understand and comprehend what they are being taught. So, if mapalaran man kung kami makaano sa platform, pwede na mo to change that stereotype na we lack literacy. We also want to implement seminars about literacy, comprehension about informations. So, mana among plan if ever maano me is to change that is to have events or lagi seminar trainings about literacy. Okay. Na-answer to the question. Thank you.
So you have mentioned that in our platforms there is a lacking of programs or initiatives central to the student literacy. Well, my answer is it's not really focused because it is already the job of the teaching personnel to instill to students the literacy that they all deserve. And us, as a student governing body of this institution, our job is to since you have mentioned that there is already a decrease in literacy rate in the Philippines, that is why our platforms, which includes the research seminars and other academic-related initiatives and programs, serve as the aid to such issue. We do not completely aim to really eradicate such issue, but only to aid that issue because that is our job as aspiring student government leaders. That's all, and I hope that I answered your questions. Thank you.
Now, let's proceed to the last. Okay. Can we get to a quorum? Do we have 2 questions or 1 question? Last.
Hello.
We have last 2.
Okay, mic check.
Sige, let's proceed.
Okay, this question will be addressed to the CTS senators for both parties. May I request the CTS senator from Lakas, Leonie Grand, and for the Lakas, we have Jandy Fidelis. Okay, so this will be my question. So we are fully aware that both of you excel in the realm of academics, and both of you are coming 3rd year and 4th year, di ba? Research and on-the-job training. Now, if you will win as a city senator, where we, in fact we are fully aware that the job of a city senator is never than unexacting. The materials, the proposed programs, the bills. Now, how are you able to manage your time as a student at, third year for research, for your role as city senator, and your role as a student achiever? And for you, Mr. Jande, role as city senator, or as a role as student that excel in academics, and a student that is currently working is on the job training.
Okay, thank you for that question. Okay, so it's talk about management. Okay, so balancing my academic responsibility at the same time of my role as a senator is requires time management, energy management, discipline, and a clear priorities. So I understand that academics should always come first, but as a student who want to lead to my fellow students as well is I can create as what you call that structured schedule that could allocate my time for my studying at the same time, for completing my requirements at the same time, to fulfill my duties as a senator. That would be all, sir.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So I'll be answering the question of Mr. Baguhin. So as a senator, it is very important for us to balance our academics and leadership responsibility. Because in every challenges, there is an opportunity lies on it. So as a senator, aspiring senator, if I have given a chance to become a senator of a CPE, I will use my voice to the people who felt unheard. I will listen to them. I will use my voice to those people who felt unheard, unvalued, and respected. So as a senator, it is my duty to bridge or being a representation of my department in order for them to be informed well what are the activities and what are the SGCD activities will be implemented and so on. And by that, through time management, having a time is not easy, but managing my time wisely is already correct.
Okay. Huling tanong. Last question coming from the incumbent Esg-College Department President, Ms. Jonice Abiva.
So hello, this is an easy question, Ragyod. This is for the both president of the both parties. How will you handle if most of your officers is not active during your term? Kay, we need manpower in order to execute a activity. So how will you handle?
Okay, so thank you, Press. How will I handle if my members or my officers is not active? No? So as a leader, no, I can confirm that I am a considerate leader, no, to my future officers. So whatever the reason, I will considerate them as long as it is valid. And if not, kanang mga reason nila nga dili valid, tapos makahinder siya sa participation sa mga officer, we have this fines or kanang consequences to their absences. So that will trigger them to participate more, to become more active as an officer, no? So that is how I handle my officer and inactive officer. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, so good afternoon. So I do agree with Ate, no, when it terms to those students who really have struggles or having considerations to those officers who are really busy. But as a student leader, you have this commitment to serve. So you should know how to balance academically and being a leader because you are committed. When you commit into something or when you commit to serve the student, you should know how to balance. So with that, if there's an officer which is really inactive, I think it is very important or it is very crucial to have a meeting when with the officers, with the other officers, and then if by that meeting, no, ikuan dira ada kung sa ilahang mga monitoring about sa attendances, kung sa ilang mga flaws when it comes to participation and pag-operates or like participate sa mga responsibilities. And I think due process is really important, especially when it comes to impeachment. Kay there are really officers nga wala na jud bitaw active.
Okay. Yun ang ating huling, huling tanong para sa ating audience round. At patuloy pa rin ang
Tapatan 2026.
Dito na tayo sa ating pinaka-importanteng parte ng ating Tapatan 2026, ang Presidential Cross-Examination Round. And with this, I would like to invite the President from Lakas and the President from Kilos 4.0 to man your stations. You are given 3 questions to ask your opponent, and each will answer for 1 minute. Again, 3 tanong lamang, wala nang follow-up questions. Even if you insist to have a follow-up question, that will consider as the next questions. Are you ready, Presidents?
Yes, sir, we're ready.
Okay, simulan na ang ating tapatan. Mauna tayo sa Lakas Party.
So, hello, future president, no, from the Kilos Party List. So, my question is, aside from your platforms that you have presented and your speeches now, so standing here without those things, no, what qualifies you without those speeches and platforms that you have presented?
So good afternoon, everyone. No? To start, I've been part of the Executive Student Government College Department for 2 consecutive years. And I believe from that experiences, from that seminars or workshops that I have been attended to with also the ESGCD current president, I believe that from that experiences, I am capable and qualified to be your future president. Because as a president and as a leader, it requires commitment, it requires experiences when it comes to leading the people. Because I believe that from that experiences that I have gained throughout those consecutive years that I've been serving the Michaelinian community, I believe that I am capable and qualified to be your future president. Thank you.
Okay, for my second question, no. So, daghan kayo ang estudyante here in the SMCC. And you as a president, kay ikaw jud ang mo-manage sa imong co-officers and to the students here in the SMCC. So as a president, no, how will you handle conflict? No, nga coming from all of the students here in the SMCC, how will you manage that you ensure them that you are capable in catering their needs as a students, especially when they have a conflict, no? So, mo to siya. So, how will you handle conflict, no, among this, sa kadaghanan nga estudyante, tapos ikaw ra isa? So, how will you handle that? Sa kadaghanan nga estudyante, dari so what if sila tanan kay naay problems, no, especially sa ilahang department, sa ilahang self, or sa administration, no? So, how will you handle that as a president?
So as a leader, dili man jud ko, I believe that I cannot do it alone. That is why I have my officers here. And from that problem, no, we cannot please everyone, especially the students. But that's why part of our platform to strengthen the LSG and the campus organization collaboration. And with that collaboration with other officers, I believe that from that conflict or from that problems from particular departments, we can address that concern. Because promise, dili gid ko makaingon nga makaya nako nga ako ra isa. That's why that is why I have here my officers or future officers, if given the chance to serve you, the future administration of the ESGCD administration. Thank you.
Okay, so my last question is, so as you are planning to be a president, no, here in ESG president, no, and you are going to manage all the problems, all the activities, and all the responsibilities here, diba, you will going to manage that, no, if you are the president, no. So it is very heavy responsibility, no, and it takes time, jud, and efforts, no, for that. So you now as a third year, as an incoming third year students. So, knowing that we have research di ba? So, I have experienced research and it's not, dili jud na siya pwede nga sa isa ka adlaw, imurang renderan og 1 hour or 2 hours. So, dili po na nga sa isa ka semana, i-renderan mo 2 days. So, it requires efforts, presence, jud, when it comes to doing research, kay very lisod jud siya, makaingon ko, based from my experience. So how will you handle that? You will do your best, no, as a president. So what best, or what are you going para ma-prove nila nga, kana ang imong buhaton kay best, knowing that you, the president, is in an incoming third year, also with your vice president, no? So how will you handle that na you are an incoming third year man, and also your vice president is an incoming third year. No, so how will you handle to serve the people, no, without having conflict with you being as a student, especially sa kabugaton, no, sa responsibility as a student.
So before running a president, no, I've been thinking about it lately, bitaw, like third year ko and thesis proposal. But I believe I think I am still capable of running for president. It's because I believe that a leader should have a commitment and time management. Time management requires a lot of patience. It's because from presidency and academically, grabe gyud siya ka-challenging when it comes to student. But I believe that by having a commitment or being committed to serve the Michaelinian community, I believe that I can do and I can balance that so that I can serve well the welfare of the Michaelinian community. That would be all.
Let's proceed to the questions coming from the Kilos 4.0 President to Lakas Party.
So good afternoon, Ate Christine.
Good afternoon.
So same question to you. Why should the Michaelinian community will vote for you?
So, why should the Michaelinian will vote for me, no? First of all is pinakauna jud nga kumakuan kay I have a credentials. So I have this capability to run, no, especially also my background, no. I am the current CAS senator here, ESG, and I am also the secretary of our LSG CAS and also the secretary of our organization. So kana pa lang I can prove to you nga kana pa lang pag-handle from the executive, no, department nga officer as an CAS senator og sa among local government mo, kana pa lang akong time management o pag-manage na ako sa responsibility ana nga time, I can prove to you that I am deserving to be your president. I deserve your vote and maka-assure jud mo sa ako nga I am responsible enough to doing my duties based from my experience. So, that's all.
Thank you so much, Ate. No, so the next question is related to your platform. Recognition based solely on academic ranking may unintentionally create bias, as it highlights only a specific group of students. As your platform stated, you'll be selecting only those students who meet the criteria. Aligned with this, according to the Article 5, Section 13 of the Constitution and bylaws of the ESG-CD, every student has the right to be academically evaluated based on equal and objective criteria. How will your platform ensure fairness and inclusivity for students who are doing their best, showing improvement, participating actively, and contributing to the school community, but are not classified as honor students?
Okay, so thank you, no. Ang kanang among platform, no, it is not totally a bias because we are not randomly picking student, no, nga among mahatag. Wala man mo nagboto nga kana ikaw ang highest, ikaw mo mahatagan. Kana nga kwan kay ang student mismo ang nagput sa ilang kagalingon daraan. We are choosing only 3. Kay we know nga kung apuro na mo tanan, we know that all of the students here in the SMCC are academically excellent. So kabalumi nga every semester daghan jud ang mga estudyante nga madins lister, and dili pud mi maka-promise sa inyo ha, since I don't want to throw promises sa inyo ha nga kamutanan ang among mahatagan og awards since basin dili makaya sa among budget or dili na mo makaya. So that's why nga naghatag mi og limitation, which is the 3 students, and wala man pud na siya gipili, so dili siya mahingon nga bias, no. So that will give that will give inspiration to students to strive more para makuha ng ikatulo nga awards. So
Thank you so much, Ate.
Let us proceed to the final question.
So this is about the questions from the adjudicators a while ago about this internal agreement for the ESG officers to participate or to compete during the foundation day. So about ESG officers and foundation activities, you said ESG officers shouldn't be involved in foundation activities because leadership requires sacrifice. But if a student leader is capable enough on balancing both responsibilities effectively, why prevent them from doing so?
Okay, so no. Kung kana siya kay, if the student is capable enough to do the thing, so this, as I have said nga, it requires ka ng sacrifice. Kay bisan pa og you are capable of doing that, dili jud nato malimod nga ang kana siya kay naji part nga makahinder jud po siya sa iyong pag-serve. We all know, di ba, we are part of the ESG and we know the activities that we have experienced as an officer here, especially sa foundation day and events. And we all know nga lisod kayo siya i-manage. I have experienced that. Lisod siya i-manage bisan pag I was have mingon nga capable ko or to doing such thing bisan pa nga officer ko, pero makain ko nga tao ra ko kapuyon ra pud ko, so dili na ko ma-afford. I know students also kay dili ma-afford nga officer ka na kay gigampan na bugat imong trabaho tas mo apil pa jud ka ni bisag ganahan ka. Kay ako bisag passion ako na nga buta, actually na ko'y gusto pud nga na ko'y gusto nga apilan pero di na ako mabuhat, pero kay bisan pag ganahan ko kay dili na ako kaya tungod sa kakapay. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Ate.
Okay. Thank you so much, candidates, for answering those questions sa ating Tapatan 2026. At this point, let's move on to the giving of tokens and certificates to the adjudicators. May we call on stage the advisor for the Esg-College Department, Mr. Ronnie Ho. Also, the head of the Office of the Student Affairs and Services, Ms. Val Mariman Lunas, along with the incumbent ESG President, Ms. Jonice Abiva, to stay here in our stage for the giving of tokens and certificates to the adjudicators. Let me read first to you the content of the certificates. St. Michael College of Caraga, Nasib Agusan del Norte, gives the certificate of appreciation. Is proudly presented to our adjudicators in recognition of their participation as adjudicator during the Esg-College Tapatan meeting de Avance held on February 13, 2026 at the St. Michael College of Caraga Main Campus Quadrangle. Given this 13th day of February 2026, St. Michael College of Caraga, Nasib Agusan del Norte, Caraga Region, Mindanao, Philippines. Signed by the Head of Student Affairs and Services, Ms. Val Mariman Lunas. Signed by the Vice President of Academic Affairs and Research, Dr. Beverly D. Aminal, and also signed by our school president, Reverend Father Roniel G. Babano, SCL. Certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Mr. Noel R. Aguacito Jr. Certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Ms. Charmaine Bedayo. Certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Mr. Reggie Partido. Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Felmarie and Sir Ronnie. Okay na ba? Okay. Thank you so much sa ating adjudicators for lending your expertise for event this afternoon. Again, maraming salamat. At this moment, let us lend our ears to our active Esg-College Department Advisor, Mr. Ronnie Ho, for his closing remarks. A round of applause, please.
Okay, good day to our student leaders, teachers, to our adjudicators, and most especially to our dear Michaelinians. Before anything else, I would like to commend our student leaders for your courage nga mudagan no kay dili gyud siya lalim nga mahimo kang student leader in a school. Okay? So today we close this Tapatan meeting the Avance, but what we truly open is a defining moment for the Michaelinian community. Leadership begins here. This is where the character is built. And student government is one of the greatest training ground you could ever have to grow your skills in leadership that anchors with good governance aiming for the common good. To our candidates, standing here required bravery. Offering yourselves for leadership required commitment. Win or lose, always remember that leadership is not measured by your position. It is measured by your service. Titles may be given by votes, but respect is earned by our actions. To our student voters, to our Michaelinians, this is your moment of power. Choose leaders who listen, choose leaders who act, and most likely, you will be working even when the spotlight fades. Your vote is a statement of the kind of school, community you want to build. Elections are not about popularity contests, to remind everyone, huh? They are about responsibility. They are about integrity and the trust we build. To remind our students na ang pamumuno ay hindi tungkol sa kapangyarihan, kundi sa pananagutan at paglilingkod. As the current ESG-CD advisor, I challenge every candidate to lead with humility and for every voter to use your votes wisely. May this election ignite a stronger sense of accountability, participation, and school pride. The future of our student body begins with the decisions you make, and with that, may the best leaders win this coming election. Thank you, and once again, good day, everyone.
Maraming salamat, Sir Ronnie, for that message. Mga kabayaning Michaelinians sa College Department, sana ay naliwanagan kayo ngayong araw sa kung sino na inyong ihahalal na mga bagong pinuno sa Executive Student Government sa kolehiyo. Maraming salamat sa kabuuan ng Office of the Student Affairs and Services sa pangunguna ni Ms. Felmarie Manlunas kasama ang buong puwersa ng outgoing ESG officer sa kolehiyo sa pangunguna ni Ms. Jonice Abiva, sa buong live streaming at technical team ng Instructional Innovation Center kasama sila Kim Harold Tamayo at John Ivan Tabanao, pati na rin sa ating mga kasamahan sa Research Department sa pag-provide ng ating extra TV set para sa ating live streaming feed kay Sir Kenneth Ayan Barrera, also kay Ma'am Michelle Ann Lucino, and also kay Venus Bayer. Kasama ang ating live stream operator, J.R. Rogel Bakyal. At pati na rin sa ating mga kasamahan na tumulong dyan sa technical feed. Kasama ang ating mga kasamahan sa IIC Pixel Productions mula sa Junior High School. Kanina nakita natin sila Jerome Calapre, Samantha Oka, Christian Baguhin, at pati na rin kanina nakita natin si Peach Reyes, no? Headed by yours truly. Maraming salamat din sa Property Management Office sa ating, or PMO sa ating sound system at sa Electronic Data Processing or EDP para sa ating internet connection. Kaya rin na nandito sa ating SMCC Main Campus Quadrangle at kayo na nanonood sa ating Facebook live streaming at simulcast live sa ating YouTube live streaming. Maraming salamat sa iyong panonood. At sumainyo ang kabuuan ng Tapatan 2026. This has been your host, Kabayaning Bilgario. Muli, ito ang Tapatan 2026. the ESG College meeting the Avance.